Frank's kind of a popular pick on this map just because of how consistent they are. Portuguese, you can definitely see the appeal, though. Pushing with just a gold-based army, and especially for the monks. Really, really nice.
Yeah, I wonder, and I'm seeing it now. It's a little late hopping into the game. They are very close together. I wonder which civilization benefits from them being close. I would say maybe the Franks, because the Franks always have that period where it's like, okay, I've made scouts and I've made knights, and they figured me out now. This is going late game. What do I do? So maybe that could be better for Jordan, who might be on a more one-sided composition here.
I think in Feudal Age, it probably benefits the Franks. In Castle Age, I'd like to stay as far away from those Portuguese monks as I possibly could.
Yep.
Especially in the hands of a guy like Barles. But we'll see. I mean, it also depends on how fast they scout each other, right? Are they going to go for a drush attempt, or is it going to just be into Feudal? I think if Barles knew Jordan was so close, maybe he tries for the drush.
Well, I do have a prediction. When they do end up scouting for each other, they're going to completely miss each other because of being this close. They're going to go, we're going to see Barles probably go over to the east, and then Jordan's going to go to the north. And it's also hard on this map to see a gold and say, okay, my opponent's there, because there's gold everywhere, right?
Well, one good thing about this map is the desert terrain or the dirt terrain is not your opponent.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So you just have to follow the edges of that until you find a consistently open grassy area, and then you'll find him.
It's still tricky though, because then there's some dried areas of grass.
Yeah.
So it's not easy. But I expect Barles to play the scout game here. Portuguese have really solid economy for a scout build. Getting the additional wood from your berries feels very smooth. So both civs actually having a berry bonus. It is a wood berry bonus for Portuguese, but still a bonus that comes from the berries. And I think we need to repeat the stakes here. If Jordan gets 3-0'd, even if he 3-0's land, if that even happens in the final round,
7% chance of staying up. Yeah.
Jordan could 100% be relegated even off a 2-1 loss. If everyone else is getting wins in the group, it could be massive. So Jordan needs to get a win here, and then hopefully spin that into a win in game number 3, or we have another big name relegated out of Platinum.
Barles is looking currently for Jordan, and he's gone the wrong direction.
It would be funny if they find each other, though. I mean, Barles should have never gone that way to find Jordan in the first place, to the north.
Nope, just passing. They're fine. They don't know. Jordan doesn't know either.
Yeah.
He's looking.
Jordan...
Does he go up north now? You see all this grass over here, no dead area, and he sees a villager. Perfect.
Okay.
I think he was following the grass, honestly.
Maybe. Well, he runs right into the TC.
It's fine. He's alive. It's okay.
We'll follow the grass right into the town center fire there. And yeah, there goes Barles looking. It will also be confusing for Barles because as a player here, you have seen that Jordan has come from the east. So you think that Jordan has come from his base, right? Mm-hmm. So that'll add some further confusion. The positive thing here is that with these civs, they're almost always going scouts. So you don't really even have to have paranoia now that there's going to be militia or anything showing up because you're just playing so far away from your own bonuses if you're going militia with the Franks that players would just not do that.
So take a look at the wood lines for both of them. I think it's actually pretty good for graveyards. Sometimes you just get a map with one wood line.
Yeah, it's tricky.
It's just brutal, right? But it looks okay for both of them. I mean, it's not super wallable. We can already see where Jordan wants to wall across the front side of his base. For Barles, walling to the TC probably also an option, and you can kind of see a basic outline of how that would work as he goes for his stable, and he's up. I mean, probably a scout faster than Jordan if you're looking at units produced. So he's going to have a little bit of an advantage here. Does have enough resources to get a spearman out and to get the wood upgrade, but will be heavily relying on those berries to pull him in some food and won't be getting that farm upgrade just yet.
Yeah, might just skip horse collar. I think on 18 pop, you just got to skip it.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Unless you're Franks, and then you get it for free.
Yep.
But he went up 19 population, Jordan.
I think berries being forward is something that Barles initially saw as a positive when he saw Jordan's base, but Jordan ready to protect it. And kind of an interesting moment there. It's past now, but Barles actually pulled his scout back because he was in Feudal Age faster. He was desperately looking for more hits on Jordan's scout, wasn't able to find it. Not the first time we've seen this play in a scout war, Dave. Just a couple spearmen with the scouts to apply pressure. His players won't have archers versus spears now, so you go spear v spear, and Jordan's exposed with villagers here. Like, really out of position with this guy. But that villager should be able to survive still, as long as it gets pulled back to the TC here.
And Jordan's doing perfectly fine job to defend here. And behind this, I mean, he's just slowly adding in his walls, right?
Ooh.
One house at a time.
Yeah, sorry, just as he was doing that, he did take a hit to his scouts. So in terms of HP right now, the spears are looking better for Barls, the scouts are looking better for Barls, but it's all right next to Jordan's production buildings. And you could try and be aggressive like this. You look away for a second, you take one bad fight, and everything falls apart with this type of push. So not easy to do if you're Barls.
A little bit of a spearman advantage here for Barls, but Jordan sends a villager in. Barls will find the weak villager from before with his scouts, and he's going to kill that guy.
Yeah, and really well played. Dodges the TC fire as well, and another fast start here for Barls with scouts, and Jordan a little bit rusty, but Jordan looking for damage. Look at the difference, Dave. He shows up to find damage, and Barls has already walled up everything.
Yep.
Wow,
Jordan's
that's really
trying
impressive.
to go for the big wall.
Yeah.
And Barls is just like, I can't do that right now.
Yep.
I'm simply going to send my spears forward, and because my spears are forward and they're not at home in defense, I'm going to go for the small walls. Can't get damage if he goes for a counterattack, and then I'll make a couple extra spears to help defend myself at home as Jordan loses another spear to the TC. And the KD right now is 4-2. Barls has only killed one additional villager, but he might snag another one because she's all alone over there.
She is.
On that
And
wall.
Barls, it's funny, Barls didn't see the vill, he saw the palisade wall. So really lucky for Jordan, because Jordan's completely forgotten about that villager. Not checking idols at this stage is a bit of a surprise for me. And actually, he does do that now. I mean, Barls is going to be so unfortunate if he doesn't see her. He seems to be thinking about it.
Dunna, 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 dunna. Yeah, she's dead.
That should be another vill. Now, you got to block with one of them and then attack with the other. Jordan trying his quick walling here. He really would love this quick wall to happen. It's not going to happen.
This is a BF player right here, Tristan. He's not letting a villager go. Not like that.
Oh, Dave, and then Barls is in on the other side. The spearman goes down and another villager exposed. And Jordan, who needs wins here today, or he could be relegated, is down 3 villagers and a perfect start for Barls. His farming eco is fantastic. He's going to have 11 farms. He's transitioning to gold to go archers with his scouts. This looks far from Jordan's home map. This feels like a Barls home map with how Barls is playing this.
Yeah. I mean, Barls is just playing super consistent here. He's being aggressive. He's taking the initiative. And Jordan, I mean, it's clear he had a plan. He was going to go scouts and then big wall.
Yep.
Right? And he thought that Barls was going to play a little bit more passively against him. And when you try and big wall like this and you're not keeping track of every single villager in your economy, you're going to get super punished.
Yeah, and the thing is, guys, Barls used to play more defensive. He used to play like Jordan's trying to play right now. But over the past year and a half, he's really upped his game when it comes to aggressive strategies. And then he also has the potential arena or Black Forest type strategies available, which is obviously huge for him.
Look at him continue to add scouts, and now he's adding archers as well.
Oh, is he going to notice?
Take care of the spearmen.
Is he going to notice that area? He had already queued the walls. Jordan's into the wood line. Jordan needed something. He's got it.
Oh, boy.
And Barls
Huge.
is going to lose a lot here, Dave. Those are Frank scouts. He's choosing to fight for now. And he's hoping to at least kill all these scouts because the spears are on the way. But big fines for Jordan there. It's just, can he escape, actually?
It's full reset on the villagers here. Another villager goes down, so Jordan's actually ahead 4-3.
Yeah.
And that's because Barls didn't finish those walls over there, but at least he kills the entire army.
Yeah.
The scouts aren't able to escape. He made sure that he sacrificed those vills to finish those palisade walls, and he brought the spearmen in, and Barls is still looking to be in a pretty good space economically, especially with the archers coming out, and Jordan suddenly has nothing to defend.
Yeah, he's got nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
What a great play. Obviously, that was a big highlight for Jordan, but the fact that Barls trapped the scouts in there so they would die was massive. Honestly, if Barls would have gone to the left with these archers, I know he just killed a vill, but if he could just get in here with the archers, Jordan is dead. Like, Jordan is completely
block
dead.
The house, let the archers in. No, he can't. TC is firing. but the scouts are still here, and like Jordan's trying to recoup his scout numbers here.
Don't
What
do
a
it,
play
Barles.
from Barles.
Don't do it. Or do it. I can't tell which.
He's doing it.
He's doing it. Oh, and that's huge. He does get through. Again, the aggression, the consistency behind it for Barles. Now the Spearman defense is just not going to cut it for Jordan, who has to make more scouts now. Nervous moments for Jordan, and maybe for Barles too, Dave, because he could go tied for top of the group if he 3-0s today, right?
And you get way more nervous when you're about to win something.
Yep.
And you can potentially throw, right? And he's feeling good right now. I think after that moment, he's never going to listen to you again when you told him not to go through. This has been pretty good here.
Yeah.
It could have been better if he was microing, but look at his resources. He's about to click up, Tristan.
Oh man. Okay, so let's talk positives for Jordan. Positive is he's gonna get those big walls down now, so that's good. So he should be able to complete those big walls.
He's had horse color this entire time.
He's gonna have good food and good gold count. The problem for him is, can he survive against the faster castle age from Barles? Barles is balanced out his own eco pretty nicely. I was worried about the wood eco after he lost so many lumberjacks, but he's corrected that. And we'll have 5 archers, but those archers should have nowhere to go because you'd have to run through the TC. And I said don't do it before because I thought Jordan would get the kills there, but obviously Jordan wasn't able to get the kills, and Jordan could lose a villager here against the archers. And that feels like something he could have just avoided.
Castle Age on the way for Jordan. And don't do it, Barles. Listen to me. Don't listen to this guy, okay? Don't do it.
I like the patience from Barles now, where he just says, fine, I'll attack your farms. Jordan has clicked up. Jordan will be 70 seconds away from the Castle Age. That's a lot of his farming eco he can't utilize, though.
Just sit there with your archers. Exactly. You're denying, what, 7 farms there?
Yep.
It's crazy.
And Jordan having to add a range, and we talked about the Franks when things go according to their plan. Stable units and eco. Well, now you're going into skirms, and when the Portuguese also have cheaper knights, everything they make with gold is so cheap, it does begin to make you think, can Jordan handle this?
Do you come forward with monasteries here if you're Barles?
Nah, you
just put, like, insane pressure? Okay.
Nah, because, like, I already saw his villagers being pulled to the woodline, so I assume he's going to drop a TC. But I think crossbow with 1 knight puts Jordan under so much pressure that you just go in towards the eco approach here. And but old Barles would maybe have done that, Dave. And then
I mean, against Franks, if you have crossbows and spearmen, it's gonna be really tough for them to deal with that.
Yep.
But I mean, Barles doesn't have enough on gold. He definitely needs to secure another gold too, and he's actually gone out to the stone.
Interesting.
With that TC, and he's only building with 1 villager. The other ones are kind of confused, trying to get through to build, but the spearman is saying, no, you can't come through here.
Yeah, that is just path. That is current patch pathing for you. Oh my god. What is that? What is that? How can nobody move? How does the spearman should...
There's simply no room, Tristan, all right? You just need to understand.
I
There's
don't
simply no
understand
space.
how bad the pathing is there. Oh my god. Well, Barles went through with the knight while we were looking at the villagers standing around, and the knight probably won't find kills. Could. And the crossbow number is at 9, so it's not the craziest. Jordan's going to have monks. He still has some skirms, which could get some kills, and he's going to have knights. So Jordan, I think, is actually kind of okay. But Barles has been so patient.
Though. He doesn't have the elite upgrade, and he's trying to just push these away with non-elite skirmishers.
Yep.
With no armor, so good luck.
Yeah, and now it just comes down to the knight numbers. I love the TC position there from Barles on the forward gold. I also love how Jordan's trying to utilize that scout there to maybe kill some monks. So it's important that Jordan keeps those scouts alive right now. But we're seeing extreme patience here from Barles, who now sees the knights from Jordan and is concerned, and that's a lot of knights.
Mm-hmm.
That is too many knights for the group on the right to deal with. So Barles will fight with the spears. He does forget to shoot at one point, probably a misclick. And you start to see him fall back a little bit, and this is where that monk is needed.
Yeah, he's got a monk now, so that can change. If you snipe the scout, that would be important. I missed the shots, damn, dude. Sniping that scout would be huge, but Jordan with a lot of knights on the field currently, I don't know if he can keep up production. He's only got 4 on gold. The farms were cut off for a very long time, and now he's adding a siege workshop too.
Yeah.
So it's about to get a little rough for Jordan, especially against 3 TC. Like, he needs to be doing damage.
This has reached a point, though, where you're pretty much just making crossbow monk of your Barls and spending all your food on Vils. So if Jordan could get 1 or 2 big siege shots, Siege can take care of all the crossbows. Siege can also contribute against the monks. Yes, Portuguese get redemption. That's an option, but that is expensive, and it's not going to be so easy to deal with that on the front if you've got knights from Jordan looping around to the back here too. So
good response from Barles right away. As soon as he saw those knights, I think he was looking over there, expecting them to come in.
yeah,
I just wonder, how is he going to defend this side while also trying to push the front? Because that's going to be a constant distraction. Maybe you could put some small walls up there, maybe bring a few monks over, but you got to be paying attention.
I think
All times.
Barles should be really careful on the relic situation. And by that I mean, you are so far ahead. He might not know this, right? But he's so far ahead that getting like 6, 7 relics shouldn't even be your priority. Sure, get the ones that are close if you have a moment, but keep your monks alive to convert knights. That's the most important thing right now.
Barles, I mean, he has 22 on gold, Tristan. He might just be going Sanctity Redemption.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
his monastery is 3 monks in queue, and he still has 300 gold.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't see the siege workshop, but he knows,
Exactly.
like, monks against knights, good. And then if you have the crossbows to support against any light cav that might be coming in from Jordan, and he does have 5 light cav. If you have crossbows and a few spears, you can protect your monks too. And there's Sanctity right there. Still got 24 on gold. He's got 6 on stone now too.
Dude,
So
Jordan,
he could consider a castle soon, maybe.
absolutely, Dave. But Jordan's got light cav out. He knows about the TC. And Barles is still distracted with the knights. The light cav go through and kill 2 monks
Nice.
right before Sanctity. And this is all before Siege shows up. The Vil difference is what, like 20? There's 20 Vils on that forward town center. That is a huge target for Jordan. He's been extremely patient. This is rare. Normally players use the Siege right away. He's not doing it just yet because he doesn't think Barles knows. Barles does defend in the back. So well played to him. But Jordan, you've got to get going here, dude. You've got to take this TC out quickly.
Look at the gold from Barles. He could buy a castle and put it on the front. If Jordan's not there in time,
Yeah.
could be
funny.
really bad. Or he could get redemption too.
It's funny, as you
going
say
for
that,
market now.
market's going up. Yeah. So he'll be able to buy it. And I think that would be it. But, like,
There's so many mangonels.
there's so much coming, Dave. And it's +2 armor. There's only 20 crossbows, and they're all split up. Oh, Jordan attacks a villager. So now Barles knows. And there's redemption.
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
If he gets redemption, if he has the monks, then he can place the castle foundation, and Jordan might feel like he needs
He
to
has 2 monks.
force the fight.
Where are the monks right now? Okay, they're coming
One's
over.
coming back across.
Barles clicked to the
Crossbows
siege.
are not doing the greatest.
Did he
here.
drop?
Oh my! What?
No, he's here.
No.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Just
be rude. It didn't mean to be rude. It just...
It's a Nilly moment right there. You hear? No, just bad.
Oh, man. Dave, Jordan needs this win desperately. He's gone full
Yeah.
army, full knights, full siege, full light cap. He's just going to sacrifice light cap for the monks. He will get the kills, which means the TC will probably go down. There's more monks in queue for Barles, but he can't use redemption right now.
Yep.
Also, no
Two
castle
villagers
yet
going
for
down
Barles.
on the right side for Barles as well. Jordan's just raiding with a couple knights there.
Yeah.
It's really nice. And look at all the repairs coming in. Barles, he needed that second monastery so much faster, and he's forced to come back from this fight. You were telling us about how many villagers are near that TC. So many go down.
Yeah, and Jordan, he could continue this further, right? He could take the next TC, and anytime, like, if Barles tries to send knights out, Jordan has monks prepared. So the monks just weren't in position, and Jordan's done an amazing job to bring this back. It looked so rough in Feudal Age. But I guess the saying, like, form is temporary, class is permanent. This is now the class from Jordan finally showing up in Castle Age.
You have to remember, though, he still is 1 TC.
Yeah.
And Barles will have enough for a castle. He's going to place that castle defensively. And he has redemption. He's got Sanctity monks. This can switch so quickly, right? Jordan actually deleting a monk that was being converted at the back. And he's going to snag that monk.
Ooh.
Nope, he gets converted. Oh, my God.
But I mean, Monk's gonna die. The other monk from Barles that was in the monastery goes down. The relics are now gone. Jordan can snag those. The efficiency overall this whole game has been much greater for Jordan. Res collected can't be that bad for him. I'm actually just going to check that. Res collected is close enough for me to be happy for Jordan's position. As Barles has got to stabilize this, Dave, and I just keep thinking, what's his army comp? He has 9 monks in queue. He's just going for more monks.
It's just monk.
Yeah,
it's just monk. And you have almost enough stone for a castle. Like, if you get a good fight here and Jordan is wiped, you're going to do really well on the pushback, especially if you have a potential castle. But Jordan is now adding 2 TCs behind. There's a knight from Barles that's actually running into the eco, and that could be really... Look at the wood eco from Jordan in the back corner of his base. Oh, my God.
I want to check it, but there's so many monks trying to get conversions. One of the Mangonel got converted. Jordan is dove with his knights. The siege is kind of being cleared up, which is good for Barles, but there's still so many knights and so many villagers to be found on the wood line here. Oh, man.
More monks coming out, though, at all times, though.
Yeah.
There's only one Mangonel left, but
the light cav
diving in. The knights from Barles are diving in for the monks from Jordan. Jordan gets a conversion. The light cav are down. The knights are now raiding his disgusting wood line, and the knight is at the back, Tristan, in Jordan's disgusting wood line. You can look now.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. Oh, geez. But Dave, I mean, after everything that's happened, Barles still has a villager lead. Jordan has no siege. Barles could just breathe a little bit here and stabilize. I think he's got the lead again. I think.
Barles killed 7 villagers with that knight.
Oh,
he's
that's
going to
so
kill
good.
an 8th, I think.
And that is something he never really looked at. He just clicked it there. And it feels like a simple action to do that. But I'm sure there was temptation to use the knight in the main fight, and that accomplished a lot.
You force your enemy to make mistakes if you do stuff like that, right? And Jordan, he's going to get all his eco sorted at the back here. He's at 64 villagers. But Barles now 2 castles to defend, 4 monks in the queue. Knights chasing away the knights from Jordan, and we're looking at the army count from Jordan. It is not enough to push.
Yeah, I do have to say, though, fantastic job from Jordan to try and even out this game. That was sick. He killed 42 vills. He took out 1 town center. He killed probably 10 plus monks with light cav. And it felt like the light cav had to be in position every time. They were. But great job with the consistency from Barles, too, at the same time, right? Like, this guy got a big eco lead. He somehow held it despite losing that many vills. And he's got organs and crossbows and monks now. Really difficult for Jordan to engage with just knights.
Look at where Barles is walling. He's going to secure the stone, the gold at the back there. No raiding potential on that side. Jordan can't really come in from the other side either. And Barles could even make an argument for, like, walling up to the left edge of the map, too. And just taking so much res control over there in the corner.
This is Tourney Age of Empires, right? Like, this is the stone walls, the double house walling, playing as safe as possible. And Jordan's exposed, and knights are going to run into his eco. But he does react right away. Actually had a monk there. The monk will aim to get a conversion and hops inside the TC first. The knight's
scared.
Just clicked through.
He would have got
Barles.
that for sure. Scared. Yeah.
I would be scared if I were Jordan right now, because organ guns and monks could be devastating. But I don't know if I like the position for Barles. I don't know if he's ready to fight this, Dave.
Now you go after the light cab with your organs. 2 of them go down. That one's going to go down soon. The conversions are coming in. And yeah, he was not ready to fight that because I don't think he had his monks control grouped.
No, he had like the organs and the crossbows kind of split up.
That looked like a Cloud 90 fight right there.
No, not even, dude. I'd get 1 conversion there, and I would not win this fight still. And he's still gonna take a not a good fight. I take it all back. And Jordan still alive in this game. 10 villagers behind after that clear up. Jordan will drop a castle in the front of his base. He clears up a bunch of organs behind this. And there's a really good shot for Jordan to win this game still.
Yep.
A horrible fight for Barles there.
Another knight in the back of his base. The monk is healing up the vills instead of converting the knight. You got to get your priorities straight, bro.
I wonder... Actually, I think if Barles were to click the monk... Oh! Okay, monk goes down. Knight's going to die as well anyways.
Nice.
This has been sloppy.
This is a messy game. This is, like... It was so clean early for Barles, and then Jordan just made it so messy, and now Barles is making it messy for Jordan with these random raids and all the monks that Jordan has to deal with. And Jordan, honestly, resources looking good. Look at that, 41 on food.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I think Jordan, if you look at the units that Barles is making, I think Jordan can actually get away with Lycav Knight for a while longer. Because, yeah, okay,
Yep.
Pikeman's coming out, Monk's coming out. All those things should be bad. But clearly Jordan's ability to use the Cav is catching Barles by surprise. So if he could get into the back somehow, there's a bit of an overchop. Start some raids there, then use a couple Lycav to kill a couple Monks. Knights are strong enough to beat Pikeman in a 1v1 fight.
Is
You can
Barles going
find
with
the
this?
fights. It would be so good. That's a very good question. This is such a weird
Are
moment
they
in the
both
game.
going out to that same hill over on the right side? I mean, if Barles gets a castle there, he's effectively locking Jordan in this corner, but it just seems so weird for a
Yeah.
position. It seems like he's coming forward instead.
I think Barles wants the hill
Yeah,
right next
yeah.
to Jordan's imp TC,
Yep.
actually. But this is what I mean. Like, this is still a really awkward army for Barles to micro. It's all split up, and more Monks are going to die, and I think Jordan can deny this castle. The Knights swoop in on the other side, and Barles just doesn't have all the numbers together. And Jordan killed like 4 Monks. 4 of the 5 Monks there, Dave. Jordan will win this fight. Jordan will definitely win this fight.
Pikeman coming in, conversions coming in as
Ooh.
well. More Pikemen from behind make this a little bit questionable here for Jordan, and he's going to have to reevaluate taking this one. I think he's going to have to run now,
Yeah.
but at least he denied that castle foundation on the hill. It's only at 150 HP.
Yeah, that's
If Jordan
that's true.
garrisons in that TC and then
Ooh,
attacks with the
God.
wills, he could deny it, but Barles is coming in again.
Now, whose castle gets denied this time? A Monk goes down for Jordan this time. There's still more Monks for
needs a
Barles
monk
to get
deny
conversions.
this, to stall
Barles,
this
you got to
out. Does it
cancel
have
your
any
castle.
faith?
Just back it up,
He's
dude.
just getting faith back on the monk now, dude. He's just getting faith back on the monk if he
Don't-
wants to stall this out.
Yeah, you don't build that
He
castle.
denies it.
That castle
Okay.
needs to be relocated. You got to save your pikes as well. Pikes are trying to get out of here. This castle could still be denied. There's not a lot of villagers here. Jordan still has knights. Their knights are almost all fully upgraded. The monks for Barles become so important now. Barles is also on the way to imp. And
That's a silly castle. That's just
that is
that-
a I don't
yeah.
want to go home. I was sent here to do
Yeah.
a job castle for these villagers, but that's not going to happen. There's just no way.
no. You got to cancel that one. I do like the fact that Barles is expanding now and he's going for some more outposts around the map.
Agreed.
They definitely need to secure the left side. Like a castle on the left side would be so much more useful than that forward one there.
Yeah.
Just to secure it and make sure
So-
that Jordan doesn't have access to those resources.
I mean, I guess it's a positive. Jordan's army has only been at home, and that now you have stone to build a castle on the left side, right? So, like, that's not too bad. But, you know, Barles is just taking some bad engagements, and Jordan, he has the easier job because he's just making one type of unit. He's not trying to go for different focuses on upgrades or whatever, and it's also a mobile unit.
Yep.
So-
Once Halb comes in, he's going to have some struggles, though.
Yeah, I think chemistry needed to be clicked immediately from Jordan, but he is making a couple Axemen, which gets me kind of excited here that we could see Cavalier Axemen, which is so rare with the Franks. What a nervy game. And to anyone, and I know there's a few people out there that are just like, oh, that's a questionable decision. What's happening? Did you see Castle Age? Did you see what happened in Castle Age? It's just like a nervy game where the stakes are extremely high. If Jordan loses this game and even wins the next one, he still might be relegated. And Barles has a chance to, you know, he's fighting for survival, but he has a chance to maybe even get first in this group.
Yep.
So that's what it is.
Jordan's
It's the
going
moment.
Axeman Paladin.
Oh, it's
ideally.
so sick.
That's
Yeah,
such a
ideally.
sick comp, but I feel like Portuguese do have the tools to defend against that. Barles will need to be super sharp though, because Axemen are more powerful once they're fully upgraded than you might think. They're a really solid unit.
I mean, the main reason you don't see Axeman Cav combined is Jordan takes a really poor fight against Pikes. Maybe he's trying to take the fight before the Halb upgrade, but I think he just forgot.
Burp. Yeah.
The reason you don't normally see it is because of the cost of gold. This is graveyards, though, and there's gold, like, everywhere.
And Jordan is picking up another relic.
Yeah.
Barles was only able to pick up 2 so far. He's got one in his eco and another one in the middle he could grab.
Also, Barles is going to have these forward production buildings on the side, and he's going to try and raid with Halbs. Jordan, he saw the Halbs. I think he senses something's up, and he's just going to castle there. It's a bit weird to place a castle to defend from Halb raids, but I think it just makes it easier for you to play the rest of the game if you just lock down that side.
It's so strange to me. They're both like locking down the right side, and they're putting emphasis on the right side. The
Yep.
left side has the most resources on the map,
Yeah,
and neither
true.
one of them has been interested in that
True.
at all at any point this game.
Well, I mean, Jordan just took a relic from there. I guess it's just like a smaller area, but if anything, getting a castle down there would protect
And
more
he is
of it
going
then.
for it. Yeah, that's a smart move from Jordan to move out there first. Barls will see the Vills, though. He's got the outpost there. And, well, we are going into the late game here, folks. So we get to start theory crafting about Portuguese against Franks.
I
Late
think
game compositions.
I think in terms of cost, Halb Arbalest with Portuguese is much more realistic in a normal game. Again, this is Graveyards.
That castle's
but-
not going up.
No, it's not, Dave. It's not. And Jordan has failed to have any real type of push to threaten Barls. So Barls has the potential to come over here and do this instead of having to pay attention to his base. And yeah, not only is that not going up, but the villagers really have nowhere to run right now except to the very corner. The positive, though, is that they already have their graves paid for. So the plots have already been sorted, and they're going to
Yep.
die right there in that corner, right where they belong.
With the other bodies.
with their generations and
company.
generations of
Yeah,
villagers.
exactly, exactly. Here lies Gert, son of Gort.
Wow, I really like how persistent Barls is being with these buildings on the right. He's even scouting with the Halb in that right corner, Dave. Like, just such a tiny detail gets me so excited. But you should, if you deny this castle, you don't want to have to stand here with your army for much longer. So Barls
No,
needs
put
to
a
drop
castle
his
of your
own
own.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't have the stone yet. He's waiting for it. And he's got quite the army, bro, but it's all on the left side. And Jordan's pushing on the right side now. He's going to move out with a Treb. He's going to try and take over the hill on that right side. If he gets
Wow.
that hill, he's got a good position to push into Brawls' base. But he's going to have to worry about the push from Brawls. Because the
Yes.
push from Brawls,
Yes.
if he gets siege behind this, is going to look a whole lot deadlier as Jordan now clicks the Paladin upgrade.
Well, timing's everything here, right? Like, Jordan will have siege on the right, but it's not that much. It's just 2 Trebs and he's waiting. Barls is going to have siege on the left, but it's a Treb 1 Bombard Cannon and he's waiting for more. So if there was 5 siege weapons for either player, the other one would probably have to react. I'm thinking, though, that Jordan will have a tougher time at dealing with the army
Yeah.
currently because Barls has stone walls and double castle stacks. So Barls could probably hold a little bit longer.
The thing with Jordan is that he needs a multi-unit composition to defend against this push.
Yeah.
Barls can just defend against this with some helps if the Trebs ever break through, right? The
You're-
Trebs, though, are a threat against that castle.
All
The
new
Paladin
Halbs
is
for
coming in.
Barls will go to this area on the right side. So that will probably happen, and Jordan
Bombard
trying to
cannon move?
defend, and Bombard Cannon moves, but gets sniped anyways.
Him, dude. I warned him.
It's
It was
such-
that tree.
It's such a horrible thing to have to happen to you in the game, to lose a Bomber Cannon to a Treb. It sucks so much. Jordan, big eco, Dave. Big eco. He's going to take out the castle. The Paladins make it through. There's a lot of eco back there for Barls, so the stone walls were not fully completed. And Jordan's going to try and use the Axeman to snipe the Treb.
Not gonna happen.
It
Sorry.
won't
He's
happen.
going after the bombard cannon.
Yeah.
He's going somewhere. There was a line of axemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All
Oh,
dead.
man. Dave, I mean, Barls only has 90 vills.
I mean,
He's
the
gonna lose
Paladin
a
are
lot
killing
more.
a ton of villagers
Yeah.
at the back there.
And
Barls
Jordan,
has 62 halberdiers.
if Jordan can now mass something to deal with the Trebs and the bomber cannons from Barls, because Barls has had to bring most of his halbs over, could be really good for him. We see Bearded Axe for Jordan to add the range, and I think it's attack for the Axeman. I actually forget. I should know that.
It's just range.
It's just the range.
Axeman.
Got it.
Yeah. +1 range.
And Barls is 50 halbs on the field, so Axemen are going to be more needed. But 81 villagers for Barls. That is a really low vill count. He's like 70 villagers behind right now.
He's got 4 TCs pumping, and he's got 19 in the queue. And there was 62 helps, so he
Yeah.
had enough army to kind of buy himself time to get that villager count up again, but you can see he's super distracted, right? Like, the Arbalists don't want to be alone
Yep.
against Paladin.
Yep. And Dave, look at the left side. Jordan's actually still holding that. There's a world where if he takes out the castle from Barls, he can finish the castle that was denied earlier on the left. And you can't really threaten Jordan's economy right now if you're Barls because Jordan has castles everywhere.
Oh, that's brutal. Barls pulls the villagers off the castle to repair the Treb, but we need them repairing the castle, dude.
Oh, man, and a great job from Barls on the right as he takes out the Treb. But again, Jordan's got Axeman. And I think Jordan can take the left side, having already secured a lot more of that right side, having already collected 7 relics. And
what's the wood situation looking like for Barls?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Not good.
Any more berries he could take right now? Get some wood from it.
It's not good, dude.
Oh, man. What a hold from Jordan. What a comeback. It looked so dire for him in Feudal Age. And there he goes with his Treb. With the Paladins for the Treb and takes it. And now look at the big wave of blue in the middle. The Paladins are on the way. And they're just going to shift to the left side. Because Barls isn't there yet.
Barls doing a good job clearing villagers in the center, but I mean, Jordan has 140, so it doesn't really care all that much about that.
I'd like to see Jordan send his vills and go complete the castle on the left. Looks like he's already doing it. Let's go complete
Chivalry
that castle.
on the way. Siege engineers on the way. Jordan has stabilized so well.
He has?
It's crazy.
A tiny little detail I just noticed, though, is he is 6 on golds. So the gold on the left, and then the gold...
Well, he just finished the gold on the right.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he
yeah.
had 20 on there.
Yeah,
He's
so
gonna
let's
have to
see if he
relocate
finds
those.
more. Oh, great fight for Jordan. He's got the hill, and the halbs aren't there. And again, it's just an issue of, like, where are your halbs? Your halbs are on the other side. Poor Barls has been running back and forth with slower units, and the Paladins take an amazing engagement. Jordan clears it all up there. He also finishes his castle to give him access to more stone and more gold. And
GG.
Barls taps out and calls the GG. What a comeback from Jordan. What a nervy game, Dave.
That was sick. Really, really nice job from Jordan. I mean, when he was 1 TC and Barls was 3, I thought it was probably over. But I mean, credit to Jordan. He knew that he had to win and make things messy with a big push.
Yeah.
Right? So he saved up 3 or 4 mangonels and then came forward with all of the knights. If we're talking about what Barls could have done better, I think a second monastery earlier is probably good, right? He didn't have that many monks to begin with. But yeah, Jordan made it super messy.
I think,
for Barls.
like you said, hiding the siege and showing up with 3 is what won Jordan the game. Because if he goes with 1, then Barls is like,
Redemption
oh,
comes in
okay,
right away.
I need redemption. I need a couple other monks. I just do this and I defend, which is what happens in a normal game. But Barls had no scouting that it was going to be siege. And when he found out it was going to be siege, everything started to kind of fall apart. And then Jordan did an excellent job sniping any monks that were out there. And then prepping towards the Imperial Age, he did a great job locking down the map. That was really good. And again, you could just see the moment there for both of them at times, right? Jordan with some shaky moments, Barls with some shaky moments. But high-level play, Jordan killed 122 villagers that game and only lost 41 after losing all the villagers he did in Feudal. And just to repeat the stakes here, now in terms of overall live standings in TTL, you've got Barls at 6 wins. You've got Jordan at 5. Still would be rough for Jordan. He'd still probably end up in the relegation spot if he doesn't get the next win. But it would have been horrible for him to lose his home map.